This video also is so overdue. Hey fans and subscribers, this is your host Joe on the GamingForInsight channel with you to bring a video on modding my refurbished Steam Deck OLED, but this time with the compatible cooling mod case for the Steam Deck LCD and OLED by Handhelddiy. Out of full disclosure, Handhelddiy sent me this backplate mod. No money was exchanged and no terms were set. Thank you, Handhelddiy, for sending me this awesome backplate mod. This video provides an overview of a guide I built on my website for the steps you need to take to upgrade your backplate on your Steam Deck OLED specifically only, and it is more approachable than ever to do so. I encourage you to check out my online guide. If you are looking for more details, check the video description and my online guide for resources and links you need to get started, including the link to access for purchasing this mod itself from Handhelddiy. Okay, so with the introduction out of the way, let's talk about modding your Steam Deck OLED with this ultimate mod. The cooling mod case for Steam Deck LCD and OLED by Handhelddiy, based on my tests provided on my refurbished Steam Deck OLED, provided lower temperatures, specifically up to 3 to 5 degrees Celsius lower across 2 games when taxing all or part of the APU to increase its temperature. Check out my online guide for more details on my test procedure and 2 games I use, 2 of my favorite games, in fact, 2 games I use. Additionally, with this mod, you have a kickstand. See, that's the kickstand. It's awesome. It is very nice and a neat feature to stand the Steam Deck OLED upright instead of having to prop it in a dock with this mod and not have to use a dock to do so. Also, additionally, you have the opportunity to have more battery for your Steam Deck. I strap my Anker Nano power bank for demonstration purposes. This feature for an accessory battery allows me to have longer playing sessions without having to worry. I recommend this Handhelddiy mod for a better experience in playing games on a Steam Deck OLED. Okay, so you need some items before you get started with this mod. You need a Steam Deck OLED. Also, you need this Handhelddiy mod. You need it. Handhelddiy makes it easy and gives you what you need to complete the install of the mod itself. Check out my online guide for more details. Now that you have what you need, let's get to the Steam Deck OLED in part 1 of my guide. We need to prepare for this mod. This mod comes with silicone pads. You have 2 pads of each size. For the Steam Deck OLED, you will need to take one of the 50x9 pads, one of the 30x4 pads, and one of the 15x4 pads. Note that the pads are originally provided in pairs, so you will need to divide the pair down the center to use one. The area you will locate is the metal heat spreader and dust filter that are part of the modded backplate. It looks like the end of a hockey stick, at least to me in a way, turned upside down. If you need a written description for where to place these silicone pads, then check out my online guide. Part 2 of the guide is to remove the default backplate. Rotate the Steam Deck to face the backplate or the back of the Steam Deck OLED. There are 8 screws to unfasten to remove the backplate. Use the yellow PHO screwdriver that came with the Handhelddiy mod package to unfasten the 8 screws, since this guide is for the Steam Deck OLED only. The backplate has to be detached with the guitar pick that comes with the Handhelddiy mod package. Once the backplate is unfastened and detached, then you are ready for part 3 of my guide. Now for part 3 of my guide. You are ready now to attach and fasten the modded backplate to finish this guide and mod installation. Ensure you position the modded backplate to place it on the back of the Steam Deck OLED. Fasten the 8 screws that you originally unfastened in part 1 with the yellow PHO screwdriver. I recommend not fully fastening each one upon original placement, so start halfway fastening. Once you have all of the screws halfway fastened, then follow through with fully fastening them to complete the overall fastening of the backplate. How many times did I say fastening in that sentence? That's a lot of fastening. Anyways, you'll get it done. Rotate the Steam Deck OLED to face the front. Now it's time to get gaming. That's the important thing. Let's get gaming. Thank you, Handhelddiy, for making this video possible. I couldn't have done it without you. I appreciate you sending me the products that you did. I've really enjoyed providing a guide, making a guide for them, and hopefully fans and subscribers will really enjoy them and viewers will really enjoy them. I look forward to reading, though, your thoughts, fans and subscribers, and if you are interested in me making a video further on this mod by Handheld DIY or any of the other additional Handheld DIY products. So do let me know in the comments. And with that, I should go.